My name is Eleanor Orrillo. I am the CEO and founder of Beauty Within You, and this is our podcast, El Momento. So, what is El Momento exactly? El Momento directly translates to the moment, and that is what this is, a time for us to share. When I founded Beauty Within You, I had the idea of having a podcast or a video series to go along with it. However, I wanted to wait until we had a steady enough base before launching it. Now, 6 months after Beauty Within You has started, I think it is finally time. In this series, we will be interviewing inspiring people with all different types of backgrounds. I thought, what better way for you, my audience, to learn more about me as a founder than to answer the El Momento questionnaire. So, without further ado, let's get started. My first question is, how do you define success, and in your mind, have you achieved it? To me, success is finally being able to check that final thing off of your to-do list. To look at yourself in the mirror and go, I made it. I finally did that thing. For me, no, I have not fully achieved success. I think I'm really just starting this wonderful journey that I have created for myself, and I can't wait to see what's at the end of that road. Question 2. What is one thing you are determined to change in the world? One thing I am determined to change in this world is the amount of youth voices in positions of power. I think that the youth of today have wonderful ideas, and they really just need an opportunity for them to voice their opinions. Question 3. What motivates you? One thing that never fails to motivate me is the idea of what if. What if I'm able to do this? What if this totally turns out right? I just keep pushing myself because I know that if I do this, there is a chance that there could be something amazing. There's an outcome. A friend of mine gave me a jar for Christmas full of motivational quotes, and I pulled one out the other day, and I think it's really important for the situation that says, people speak of hope as if it is this delicate thing made of whispers and spider webs. It's not. Hope has dirt on her face, blood on her knuckles, the grit of cobblestones in her hair, and just spat out a tooth as she rises up for another go. And I think that is so important to remember because hope is really what keeps all of us going. It's the hope for a better future. It's the hope for a better world one day if you just keep trying to make these small changes, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the world, even though I'm just one person. This brings us to question number 4. What is one piece of advice you'd like to give your younger self? One piece of advice that I would love to give my younger self is don't change. Don't listen to the outside voices that are calling you crazy for trying to change the world. I remember when I was about in 5th grade, I wanted to start my first business. I called it Ease, Crafts, and Calligraphy. I put little lettering, because that was the first thing I learned how to do, on notebook paper. And I would drop these pieces of paper around the hallway, or I would have my friends give out samples to people, with my little hand-drawn logo on the back. And I had someone come up to me and go, "You're crazy. Like, what is a 5th grader going to start a business? How are they going to do that? How are you going to do something like that?" And for the longest time, I listened to those outside voices. I listened to the people who were telling me, don't do that because that's out of norm. That's not what a 5th grader should be spending her time doing. Until I eventually got into 7th grade and I realized, what am I doing? Why am I listening to those people? Those people aren't me. Those people don't know how I feel. They don't know, or maybe they do know, this drive that pushes you to try and create something amazing. That's really how I describe being an entrepreneur. It's idea after idea. The motivation that keeps me going, that keeps pushing me, is really just internal. It's just myself saying, oh, what if we try doing this? Right now, what if you try starting a podcast? And I'm so happy that as I grew up, I learned to listen to my own voice. But one thing I would tell my younger self is don't listen to the outside voices. They're not you. They don't know how you feel. Just keep going. And our final question number 5. Who is a role model of yours? I think a role model of mine, as corny as it sounds, has to be my mom. She is my momager. She has supported me all of my life and has always taught me that with hard work and perseverance, you can do anything. But she has also taught me to never forget my background, where my parents come from, and to be kind to everyone, to remember that everyone has a voice. And I think that that's why I want to empower the future of tomorrow, because everyone does have a voice. Your experience is going to be so different from the experience of the person next to you, and that other person's voice is just as valid as yours. So I'm so thankful for her for teaching me everything that I know now. You know, she was my rock in some of my worst moments, and she is what keeps me going when I start doubting my own abilities. So I think that's why she's my biggest role model. Thank you so much for listening to our first episode of El Momento. We truly hope you enjoyed it and you keep coming back for more. Remember to follow Beauty Within You on social media so you can keep following our journey day by day. This is Eleanor, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.